What's going on, Sky Squad? We are back in the building. Back in the building with a live, and we've got some interesting stories for you guys today. So, come on in the room. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Make sure you guys like this video as you are coming into the room and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Okay. Or if you feel so moved to. Hitting the like button, y'all, is free. It's absolutely free. It costs you absolutely nothing. So smack it up and flip it, rub it down. We're going to be talking about 3 different stories today. We've got a lot to cover. Hey Tia, I see you in the chat. I will be listen, it has been a day, so I will definitely be getting with you. I'm a little bit late on that, I know, so please forgive me, but it's been back to back today. Hey Crystal, what's going on? I see you, Rock Chick, Old Soul, Chic G. Watching from Dubai. Yes, Tia, back home. I see you. Angie James, Catherine, I see you, Ange 29 Boo, Carrie Clark. How y'all doing? Virginia Beach in the building. What's up? Speak with your girl Marcella. Yes, hit that like button, please. We appreciate the love right there. We do. What's up, Sharon? How you doing, Sonia? I see you. Atlanta is in the building. PG County's in the building. I see y'all. Okay. Um, let's dive in, shall we? The first thing that I want to do is establish what is happening with Melody. Now, in case any of you guys have been living under a rock, the way that I walk through my stories is, for those of you guys who might be tuning in live and maybe tuning in for the first time, is I'm going to walk you through some of the how we may have gotten here. So for some of you guys, you'll be like, I already know who Melody Sheree is. But for those of you guys who may not be as well versed in Love and Marriage Huntsville, Melody was really the centerpiece for the creation of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Her and Martell and them meeting with Carlos and really bringing the show to life. And I also have to say this, Melody for me was one of the first people who was in the reality TV space to say, hey, let's work together. And so I was able to do some of the campaigns, like a couple of campaigns for her Seventh Avenue skincare line. So, fun fact for those of you guys who may not remember the time, right? I've always, you know, always remember the people that offer opportunities or are just kind to me behind the scenes. That's number one. Okay, I always remember that, and I just tell you guys that story to kind of just catch you up in case you have maybe missed any of our recaps or discussions about Love and Marriage Huntsville, which we still do talk about. Now, Melody is no longer on the show. Okay. um she's no longer on the show. So there's that. And the show has continued on. And she has also continued on in her own right with her own products and skincare and all that stuff like that. So that's just to catch you guys up on what I know has been going on, okay, from my end of the spectrum. All right. So when I saw this earlier, I actually saw it from Milishan first. Okay. If you don't follow Milishan on YouTube, make sure you guys are following her on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of the channels. I saw it on YouTube. I saw it on Instagram first. And so then I went to her page and these posts are still up. Okay. So we're going to run through the posts and then we'll kind of follow this discussion back up. Okay. All right. So these were the posts on her IG page. She says, the last few days, I literally have been fighting for my life. I never ever would have thought. And then she has the sad face emoji and crying emoji. Lies won't stand, but still, really? Like, make up something? Wow. Okay. Then she goes on to state, I literally walked away from that show, was tired of the allowed abuse, the protection, and covering, the constant yelling, screaming, blatant lies, cursing women out, etc., on national television, and still no peace. Now, from the initial post, I wouldn't have necessarily known what was going on when she says the last few days I've been fighting for my life. Um, in the past, I've kind of used that term to kind of speak metaphorically about maybe going through a rough period in life. So I did not know for certain what she was talking about. But as we kind of dive further into it, my spidey senses maybe tell us that it could be related to something happening with Martell. And this is my reaction as I'm reading this in real time, right? So she says, and still no peace, still want to see me down and out that bad, still want me to be looked at as on your level that bad, shaking my head. Okay. She then says, I barely slept last night. I literally can feel my nervous system. It's as if I'm just shaking and can't stop. I look at my babies. They're at peace right now, sleeping. That's the most peace I see in them because when the day begins, their anxiety begins. Question after question, anger, angry, furious, heartbroken. Okay. She then says decisions to be made, hard conversations to have, therapist on speed dial. Then she goes on to say, telling my kids I may have to leave, but find me when you're of age. I'll be here, one of the hardest combos of my life. They don't understand, but they do because they witnessed it all and know it's untrue. Seeing the pain and hurt in their eyes, I don't know what they're going to do, but I know that they know they will be able to find me eventually. Um so as I read this, I'm going to say a couple of things. I don't really know what's happening with this situation. I really don't. When I saw it earlier on Millichan's page, I said, oh, wow. Okay. Now, I'm going to just give you guys a frame of reference for my thought process about this. Before my dad passed, I was the type of person that if somebody had posted this, I really kind of wouldn't know. What I really would have been kind of like, well, what is it? What is it that you're trying to tell us? Is this a cry for help? Like, what is actually happening here? But I think, honestly, since my dad has passed, I've learned to view what people post on social media through a slightly different lens. And I'm just going to say this, I don't know for certain what is going on here, but it sounds like she is maybe speaking about potentially having to be away for a while from her kids. That's what we can relatively assume at this point, right? So, because it's kind of vague, it is a little bit frustrating for people who are reading it and trying to understand and interpret it. But I think that also, too, I just have a different level of when people post something like this, sometimes they're not necessarily looking for attention. They could also be looking for connection or not knowing what else to do, where else to turn. And so I do see your comments, um, um, Giselle Asia. I hate when people talk in codes, just say what it is. I understand how you feel because I think before my dad passed, I would have thought the same thing. But I'm just learned to be a little bit more like, let's read between the lines of what may actually be happening here and really just try to look at the situation from a different lens. Having said that, okay, having said that, I do also understand the level of frustration that you guys may have because as a viewer or as someone who is looking from the outside in, it's difficult, right? Because we have seen so much of their history play out on social media in general. So at times it's kind of difficult to parse through what it is that we're seeing and what we're hearing and how what was the catalyst for it. How did this whole thing start? I mean, technically it was on her page. She's not on the show anymore. She can post whatever she wants to post. But at the end of the day, I just would caution, as I do with Real Housewives of Atlanta, with Shamia, with Kelly, with K. Michelle, I try to look at this from the lens of what is this person actually experiencing in this moment. So I'm a little less quick to apply any level of judgment on it because I don't quite know what she's experiencing yet. I don't know. Okay. Um so that's pretty much where we are with it. I kind of did not know if I was actually going to touch on this because this sounds a lot deeper than a lot of the talk that we typically talk on this channel. You know, normally we're really just about the shenanigans with the show. That's pretty much it. Okay. Um um Kenya says, "Girl, I feel like I'm 007 over here like James Bond trying to decipher this." So am I. Okay. So am I. I don't know what it means. I don't know where this is going. I don't have any other intel, but I know what it sounds like, right? I know what it sounds like. I think there was a super chat. If I can find it, I was going through the story. My apologies if I missed it. Give me a second, y'all. There was a super chat in here. Okay, the super chat from Anthony Lofty says, DJ, get the story right. Friend, they are saying it is a warrant out for her arrest allegedly. And she allegedly put her hands on Martell at a school event. And we'll say allegedly. Okay, because I mean, is that I mean, have we seen it someplace? I mean, listen, I don't know what's going on down in the streets of the Huntsville. So um shout out Anthony, thank you for the super chat. We always appreciate that and the love. Let's see what else. Did I miss another one? I thought there was another one. Um Give me a second, y'all. I'm just going through y'all comments to see if I missed anything. Sonia says, I think Martell is fighting for the kids to stay in Huntsville. Yvette says, it seems to me she's being careful with her words for legal reasons. However, I feel she's crying out for help and covering. The more eyes on the situation, whatever it may be, the better. Brittany Janae says there's no warrant. Y'all know what's so funny to me? This is so random. Um, I just banned somebody, and I'm so proud of myself that I didn't even react to the person. I literally just banned. Like, I'm growing, y'all. Like for you know what's I- I'm growing. Oh my god. Um, go me. Let me just say that. Let me just say I'm growing. Look at me. God, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Okay. Um, I need coffee and bagels. Listen, so we just kind of went through the story. We went through some of the comments because I wanted to make sure that I caught some of your comments since we're live. And, we're honestly, I think, at best speculating about what it is that is happening here. I think it's definitely a cry for help. And, it's hard to know what to do in these situations when this happens. It's hard to know what to say or what to like how to help somebody other than reaching out and either offering a helping hand. But, you know, you caught that twin. You caught it. I was quick with it. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, y'all, we are growing. We are healing and thriving. Ashley Darby style. And so, yes. Okay. Yes. Look at us now. Look at us now. All right. Okay. Next up on the docket is Ineka. Okay. Now, Ineka, and at the end, I'll do a quick recap for you guys, for those of you guys who missed it. Don't worry. And if you wonder why I'm so far on the edge of this screen, actually, let me just do this. I apologize, y'all. I'm being so unprofessional right now, but the sunlight is coming in through the blinds, and it is really, if you can see it right here, it is blinding. Okay. So I feel so much more comfortable. I apologize, y'all, if it was a little awkward with me over here. Y'all know I like to try to get the stream right. Try to get the screen right, baby. Okay. Now, Ineka, y'all know I told y'all a few weeks ago that there was this show coming to they were floating this show around, and it's called The District. Now I'm gonna give y'all some tea. That's not too much tea. Well, I pronounce it like that because that's how Giselle pronounces it. Ineka. Ineka. Okay. Now, healing thriving, healing and thriving. Now, behind the scenes, I, along with my creative partner, we have worked to try to pitch a couple of shows, right? And some of the feedback that I've often heard was that, well, DC reality TV shows can't really thrive in and around DC. And I'm like, well, Potomac has been going for 7 seasons. I mean, 11 seasons at this point. So clearly there's something here. Real Housewives of DC, the only reason that show did not come back really is because they had such a huge scandal. There is Love and Marriage DC, which in my estimation, I think we could have saved that show. I think that the network just unfortunately made some of the wrong moves with the timing and the pacing that the episodes came out. But I totally think that we could have saved that show, and I think we still could with the right casting, right? With the cast that wants to be there. Let me say that. So when I hear about this show, The District, and starring Nneka. I want you guys to read the headline. The district reality show lands development deal. Real Housewives of Potomac alum Nneka, again, Giselle style, among the cast. Bravo possibly in the mix. So apparently they have locked in this development deal and production is set to kick off later this summer. And they are eyeing Bravo as its home, which could be a full moment for Nneka. Now, the premise is like pure chaos, is per the press release. The series centers on a major scandal that erupts just 15 hours before a lavish cast wedding, sending shockwaves directly into the ceremony weekend. Think open relationships, fractured friendships, shifting loyalties, and wait for it, an actual cast member arrest heading into the wedding festivities. The show promises to blend real life drama with the social and professional pressures of life inside DC's most connected circles. Now, while Nneka will be on the show, she won't be surrounded by housewives, but her cast members will include Big Brother 25 star Nicole Hales, alongside DC notable residents and industry power players. And the lineup could even get more interesting. There are whispers that former politician Katrina Robinson may also be joining the mix. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for this tea. I personally am liking this. I'm liking this because I tell people all the time DC is such a hotbed for entertaining personalities and people beyond just politics. There's so much here. That's exactly what our talk was about in at ABFF this past Friday in Miami, was DC as a creative capital of like with so much potential in so many different directions. So I'm excited about this. Welcome back, Nneka, because I do think that she was not given a fair shot on Real Housewives of Potomac. I did not appreciate her storyline and her story arc that they showed on the show, because I think that her story centered too much around Wendy and the mom and all of that. Had she had her own separate story and just entered without that chaos, I feel like she would have fared much better on the show. Personally, that's just me. Okay. But I like it. I like it. I love it. It is giving chaos. So let's go. Okay. Let's go. Now we have another shocking turn of events. Okay. I agree with this. Without Wendy, I think she might be fine. I think she'll be fine. Okay. Um, mm, let me see. So there's no official word on Love and Marriage DC, but I think we could probably take its absence, the lack of filming, um, and the fact that it's just not on the air at this point. And given that I know most of the cast, um, I would just wager to say it's done. Okay. So there's that. Um Okay. Brittany Janae 314 says, I'm on Mel's Patreon, so I know the full story, and I'll leave it there. So, um, that's where you guys can get the full story. Thank you, Brittany Janae, for following up with us on that. So you guys know exactly where to go to find out more about what is happening with Melody. Um, and I think at the bottom, at the end of the day, y'all, whether you like a reality personality or not, it's unfortunate that they are still in this situation, and just lift up some prayers for them. Like, we don't, as much as I feel like, and I saw somebody equate this to Tamar a little while ago in the comments, and I think that there's a slight difference I mean, there's a big difference. Okay. Big difference here with the Tamar, and the waking up and the teeth shattered and stuff like that. Um, I think there's a big difference here because I think that that was something that Tamar experienced, and this is something that I think involves family and is still actually ongoing, right? And while I think, in my estimation, and now I could be wrong, it appears as though Melody has had to ring some alarms publicly in order to raise some red flags so that people would know something is happening. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see, somebody in the comments made a Tamar comparison, and I don't see it the same. I don't see it the same. But we still want the best for Tamar as well. Okay. And her teeth are beautiful. Her teeth are beautiful. Okay. Um, and that's that. Okay. All I can assume is that something is happening presently. Okay. Not at the end of the day, the day gotta end. I mean, that's what they say. At the end of the day gotta end. All right. Yes, the Tylers are fun. They're absolute. I just honestly, in knowing everybody on that cast on Love and Marriage DC, I like all of them. Like, to me, like the Tylers are like big bro and big sis. Ashley to me is like little sis. You know what I'm saying? Winter is just like super sweet. I guess in the way that I know all of them, it's just so different than what we would see on this show. Just knowing them personally, it's just like a different thing. And I wish that I could just like get them all together. Okay? Just to give you guys some perspective. All right, so let's go into our final story. And I told you, I think I tried to give you a little bit of a preview that this was going to be a doozy as well. So let's dive in. Kim files a new court docs accusing Croy of doing this to the kids. And then love making so loud that they can hear him. Okay. She cites that he is subjecting the children to mental, emotional, and physical abuse. She also cites an instance where an argument allegedly turned physical when Corey threw one of the kids over the couch. According to Kim, the court appointed guardian dismissed the situation because the child was sizable for his age. So it must have been one of the older kids, or either they doing some, I don't know. But Kim also says that she is constantly contacted by the children when they are in Croy's care, asking for food because they are hungry or medicine because they are sick. She submitted a text message from one of Croy's friends sent to Kim's boyfriend, which reads, "I believe Kim, he is abusive and this is unlike any that they've ever witnessed." Kim also alleges that he has been bringing the multiple women's around, claiming the kids have reported on multiple occasions not seeing Croy for hours on end, but hearing him engage in intimate acts with his girlfriend of the moment. Now, Kim is trying to regain custody of the children after a judge temporarily suspended her rights for allegedly skipping court-ordered therapy. It's a lot. Okay, it's a lot happening today. Okay? It's a lot going on with the folks and the kids. It's a lot going on. I mean, because if you think, listen, Drew, when you think on it, like right now, like when you look at the landscape of reality TV stars that are kind of going through it with these divorces and these custody issues, you got Drew still going through it with Ralph and that whole situation, what's going on with them and the kids. You got Kim and this situation with Croy and the kids. We have whatever is happening with Melody at the moment. I cannot confirm what's happening because I've not been to the Patreon, but for those of you guys who have been to the Patreon, you probably already know. I'm just gonna simply say subscribe to her Patreon if you want to get access to more Melody Sheree information. Um, I I mean it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm trying to let me also say this too. As I work through these stories, I'm taking my time today because I also my goal is to always try to be careful of my words with this, and I've learned my lesson before in the past, is just to always try to come at these situations with these two eyes open, but with this eye open as well. Okay. So if I work through this story a little more carefully, just understand that I'm also using this eye right here. You may think that this is a scar, but this is actually an eye. Okay. It is actually my third eye. So just understand that if you're watching this later, if you're replaying it, understand that as I go through these stories, specifically when I'm talking about people and their kids and their families like this, that I do try to work my way through it slowly. All right. And that's that. Um, oh, wait. Belinda says she haven't talked about it yet in her Patreon, so we're just waiting with open arms and prayers. Now, I thought somebody else said that it was on the Patreon. So how did they know? How they know? How did that person know? So I guess we'll find out. I guess we will find out. All right. So anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in and tapping in. So many of y'all tuned in on a what? On a Thursday night at 6:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all. And to confirm, I don't know what's going on. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But for some reason, I feel like we will know very soon. I don't know what it is now, but I do feel like we will know. Oh, it was Belinda. Oh no, Belinda's letting us know she hasn't talked about it yet. Okay. hmm Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on this video. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. It's 900 and something of y'all up in the room, and I only see 300 likes. So let's go ahead and get that thing going. Okay. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Gina Rollins says she has 3 different Patreon accounts at different pay levels. It might be on one of the more expensive ones. I mean, that would be smart. Rob, I'm late. I was working out trying to get this body right for Bali. Bali, oh my God, y'all. I have four additional spots for Bali. That's what I meant to tell y'all. I have 4 additional spots for Bali. If you haven't tapped in, y'all, like, go ahead and do it. The link is gonna be in the description of this video. Okay. The link is always in the description for Bali, just so you know, for that second week. So it's the week of October 8th through the 15th. If you've been thinking about it, we still have payment plans, and it was only $99 to confirm your spot. So go ahead and tap in on that. All right. Go ahead and tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Surprise, surprise. Only God knows, BJ. Only God knows. Yep. You know, and that's why I try to like, something's happening. We don't know what. But it's the same reason again that I'm empathetic towards K Michelle too. Like completely different scenario, y'all. Completely I know. But I just simply say it because I just sometimes feel like sometimes it be more than what we see. And so I understand the result of like K Michelle is frustration sometimes for us as viewers. But I just feel like we gotta sometimes look past what we see and what we but anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going back on that one. Not Kim and her wig, right? Ride Travels, are you coming with us to Bali? I mean, you traveling. You traveling. You need to be coming on over here. Come on with us to Bali. Okay. Get your Bali on. Um, anyway, y'all, so that's the tea for today. Y'all send up some prayer. That's all we could do until we find out or she says what's going on or something is made public. Outside of like that, I don't know what's going on. And Kim and the kid and Croy too, y'all, like, because this situation has been going on for a while. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, why aren't y'all divorced yet? What is taking so long? For those of you guys who have been through divorce, does it always take this long for people to get divorced? Like, I feel like every divorce I see on TV, it takes about 5 to 10 years. Um, BJ from Ohio says, Richie, on another note, have you heard anything about this new show on E with some of the former housewives? I have not heard anything other than what we've previously talked about, but yeah, I haven't heard anything. I guess it's been filmed at this point, right? So I'm assuming that we're probably just waiting for it to be edited. Maybe fall, maybe. I'm looking forward to it though, because I want to see Tamar and Kenya Moore cut up and see what Kim brings to the mix. Yes, Bali is the spot. I be trying to tell people like, while I got y'all on the line, let me ask y'all this: if you've traveled before and you know, or if you've been trying to go, somebody, ooh, Tia says mine took forever, and yes, New York was the culprit. Ooh, um, So I've gotten hit up about doing my 2027 trips, and I want to get your feedback while we're on the line. So one of the places that I was recommended is so crazy off the like it's not crazy, but it's just I had never thought about it. Is Sri Lanka. Okay. That's place number one. Place number two is Morocco. That had been on my list. Okay. Um, and this is for February. And then I'm also thinking about going back to South Africa, but I'm not sure. So this is for February. Oh, so yeah. So anyway, y'all let me know. Has anybody ever been to Sri Lanka? Let me know because I'm hearing good things. I'm seeing good things in my research. I had not known anything about Vietnam before we went, and it was one of the best trips ever. So let me know if you guys have heard anything about Sri Lanka in the chat, or if Morocco is sounding even better to you. Okay, let me know. Or if you just need to, if you want to go to South Africa with me, then we can do that too. Okay, you just let me know. You are lying to me right now. Shut up. I I'm gonna hit you when I get off the line. Oh, you talking about the Golden Life show? That's what you talking about. Margaret's on the other one too. You talking about Golden Life? My bad. I haven't heard anything about it other than I think they have like a little teaser trailer out for it, but I don't know anything else about what's going on with it. Okay, Rob says South Africa is on my bucket list. Danny says Morocco, North Africa is on another level. Morocco sounds interesting. Yes, we are doing listen, I do have a trip coming up to Vail in December. Okay. Now, Vail is going to be a special trip for people who are this is going to be like an end of the year local trip. I've not done a local trip yet. So Vail is on our map. If you want to learn more about Vail, shoot me an email at bookings@djrichieskye.com and I will get you the information on that. It's so much happening this year. I'm so excited. Um, yes, you must. You must. Um, no, you did not mention that to me. And or if you did, I totally blanked. You should do Cape Town. It's amazing. I love Cape Town. That's like my second home. You gotta come on one of the trips, babe. You gotta come. I mean, oh my God. You would absolutely have an amazing time. Absolutely have an amazing time. You must. If you want to do something to start, you can come with us to Vail. If you want to go outside of the country, we still have spots for Bali in September, well, in October. Vail is in December. December, I think the 13th through the 18th. Tia, let me know the dates if I'm correct. Um, so we're gonna do. There's gonna be a trip that I have coming up in February, and then there was gonna be another one coming up in either May or June. So I am estimating about 4 trips next year, 4 or 5, probably 5 because I gotta add in our membership group trip as well. Our first one is in December. That is in Vail, but like I said, so I'm gonna have a schedule that is gonna come out. Also too, if you sign up for this, uh, if you get on the mailing list here, I will be able to tell you exactly where we're going. Okay. That's it right there. It's skyboundtravel.com. So you can see all of the travel destinations that we'll have coming up, and I'll be sending out an email for that. So just hop into the mailing list. skyboundtravel.com, and that's it. I appreciate that. Lonnie, um, not everybody appreciates it because some people want really fast and instant tea. I'm not that's for TikTok for me. But I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna make sure that I just speak about the subjects cautiously because I want to make sure that, this feels like still a safe space for y'all when y'all watch it. And a safe space for me. Okay. Um yes, definitely have that conversation and y'all both can come. Y'all both can come. No worries. I appreciate you as well. Barbados. That sounds fun. You going to Cape Coast, Ghana? I've never been to Ghana yet. I notice I say yet. It's on the list. All right, y'all. So look, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, tapping in. I've got to get to there's a taco spot near me, y'all. And they do this like Thursday, like Thirsty Thursdays thing, and the music be lit. So my people are waiting for me there. So y'all, I gotta go. I ain't saying I'm gonna get lit or nothing because y'all know I'll have 2 drinks and then I'm no good the next day. So we about to go and do some tacoing, okay? Oh, my bad. Tierra, with the super chat says, "Hey Richie, I emailed you earlier. Do you know when your next faceless content class will be after the 6th?" Okay. So I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna wait until after the 6th, actually. But I have something special coming that I'm going to be doing. I have not decided. So I have not. Long story short, Tierra, I have not decided the next date for the next class. I usually just take it week by week to see where the spirit leads me. But what I will do is, um, I will shoot me an email. Um, Shoot me an email, and if I can remember, I will just make sure you know when the next one is, and I'll just send you the link directly as well. Um, Rob, Mary from Selling Sunset is going to be in Bali as in the same weekend as us. Yes, I saw that. That's going to be crazy. I saw that. So we're going to be partying with the Selling Sunset people. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that lady. Yes, I will be in the bed by 10. Okay. Um, Robin says, I hope to come on one of the trips in 2027. Also, I need to get in the faceless content course soon. Yes, come to the class on Saturday. I forgot to even promote that. Y'all, I'm so sorry. It'd be so much happening. Um, Let me get you over that link right now in case anybody wants to tap into that. Give me 1 second. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys. And also give me that's the one right here. This is the link for Saturday. So go ahead and tap in on the Saturday class, y'all. If you haven't been to one of my classes, if anybody that's in the room, can y'all let them know we don't play in the class? I give you everything, I give you behind the scenes analytics, stuff that I've done. I show you exactly what I've done. I show you some things that you can do. I'm going to also leave you with some templates that you can just start using right away. You're going to get tutorials as a result of being in the class. So if you don't know how to do something, you can just go back and refer to the tutorials. You're going to get the full notes session from you get a workbook from the class as well. So everything that you learn in the class, I also send you all of the notes for it. So it's not like you take the class and you're done. No, you take the class and then you send me your link as you send me your assignments. And then if you have questions about your assignments, then I send you a video response as an audit. So it goes well beyond just the 90 minutes that we're together. And we always go over 90 minutes. So if you have not been to one of the classes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Tap in because thank you, Tia. I appreciate that. Tia is also somebody who has been in the class. Y'all, I think Tia, you said you monetize your Facebook in what, 45 days? Um, so what I have not done is I have not sent out a recording for the classes. But I might do a replay thing, maybe. The only reason I haven't sent out the replay from the classes is because sometimes people are asking specific questions about their situation. And I just try to be as respectful as possible about not sharing that. So, if you're in the class, you're in the moment, right? But if you're not in the class, like I kind of always feel weird about it. So I don't know. Maybe I will. I know other people do it, so I know it's fine. But I just haven't done it yet because when you're asking those when people are asking those questions one on one, I'm really trying to get into their situation to find out, okay, what is your exact problem that you're having, and then how can we fix it? Like, what do you really need right now? What do you really want to do? That's the goal for doing it live. Like, I could just literally sell this as a course, but for me, the benefit for everybody is that if you have a question, we get it answered right then and there. Like, it's live feedback. It's like you're getting on the spot not only just knowledge and information, but you're also getting implementation, how to get it done. So the goal is when you leave class, if you wanted to, you can take everything that I gave you in class within the next hour and start your journey of building and scaling so that you can. My goal is for you to change your life. I know what content has done for me, so I know what it could do for you. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Y'all have seen firsthand what I've been able to accomplish and what I've been able to do. And it's just because I started a YouTube channel and I just kept showing up. That's it. I thought about it, but I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, friend. Now, if I do that, I'm gonna package it as a course, okay? And then the people can just take the course. But that'd be a lot of work. But good, I'm gonna think about it. Let me think about it. Do you have video chats before your trips to get acquainted with other fellow travelers? So, Danny, what we do is we I have a WhatsApp group. So every trip you get invited to the WhatsApp group. So everybody's already in the WhatsApp group for Bali, and anybody that comes on next, they will get added to the group. So if you book today, then tomorrow I would add you to the WhatsApp group so you have access to the people. They'll have access to you. And um the WhatsApp group also is ongoing. So everybody who went to Vietnam, y'all, they are still in the group chat. Like they're posting to as of today. We went to Vietnam in March. That's how lit the trips be. Like the group chat is still chatting. So what ends up happening is people come on a trip and then they want to come on the next one, or they just want to stay in contact with the people because everybody's so cool. Like we don't really have any trips where people don't get along. We have all of our trips, it'd be like a community. It's fun. Oh, yes, 45 days. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you so much. Ah, I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. So look, I don't really see any. other questions per se. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate your patience as I went through these stories, and I try to do my best to do it with care. But as soon as I say that, I see, I see, I see, I see a comment. I'm like, oh, here we go, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and end this on a good note, y'all. With that being said, for those of you guys who know, y'all know I love you, and I will catch you in the next video.